What's up, Dirty Cones? So, got more questions, more answers. Actually, I like the questions I got. I got questions on PJ ethics and a question on the difference between pararescue and combat control. So, generally, I think I went over the story one time before. It talked about how when I was a young cone and I was an indoc and someone said, you know, you seem pretty pacifistic, you know, how are you going to kill people? And it bothered me for the night. Went home, had a dream. And in my dream, I was a PJ in Vietnam, and I was rescuing a pilot, and there was an NVA shooting at me. And so I shot him, took him prisoner, bandaged him up, and when I woke up, I was like, all right, works for me. I can do it. You know, because I'm not there to kill people. I'm there to help people. Now you can end up going to units where you're more of a offensive force, and I've been on QRFs, but even as a QRF, I'm there to help people once they're in trouble. You know, I'm not actively, well, we were actively looking for trouble, but they were bad people, so I'm okay with that. You know, there are bad people that don't deserve to live, and that's just the way life goes, you know, versus, you know, no one's going around trying to hurt good people, so you gotta go out there and help good people. So I think ethically, I am a well-armed pacifist. You know, I'm a well-trained pacifist. I do not start fights, I only end them. And I think if that's what your kind of line of reasoning is, you know, you'd rather leave a trail of people alive than a trail of dead people. I mean, Johnny Ringo said it best, you know, do you want your history to be a trail of dead men? You know, but he didn't have a choice. I mean, that was the life that he laid out for himself. But, you know, just what do you want? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? What are you looking to get out of life? I mean, if you want to be a banker, you can be a banker. You know, just don't be one of them sharky, kind of non-morally ethic kind of people. And I think you can be a banker if you want. So, what do you want to do? Go do it. And then the question about pararescue and combat control. So, if you want to drop bombs, control aircraft, and, you know, be in the fight, you want to be a combat controller. If you want to fly around in a helicopter, rescue people, doing that kind of stuff, you want to be a PJ. Now, PJs will be with combat controllers in special tactics squadrons, and you'll get the opportunity to fly around and stuff, but you're a medic is your ultimate first job. You're a shooter second, whereas combat controllers are dropping bombs first, shooters second. You know, they're shooting too, but how much more damage can you do by calling in an airstrike versus shooting with your M4, you know? So, I'm not saying they're not shooters, I'm just saying that the Air Force pays you to use your brain and to think, and so we are much more than just shooters. But Special Forces guys, SEALs, they love having us on them because, you know, you've got a medic that can shoot, you've got a guy that can control the sky, you know, and air power is what it's all about. You know, if you don't control the air, it doesn't matter what you got going on. Now, granted, the shoot-man terrorists are starting to get drones, and who knows where that's going, so air power. I mean, you need it all, but air power is pretty important. Pararescue combat control, it's not so much, it's the jobs. The jobs are that fundamentally different that the personality of someone that wants to be a PJ is probably not the personality of someone who wants to be a combat controller. And that's not a knock on either career field. It's just some people like to run, some people like to swim, some people like to ride their bike to work, some people like to drive a giant gas guzzling thing. You know, it's where do you fit in the spectrum. So don't knock somebody because they want to be something that you don't want to be. You know, it's just everybody's got a calling. We can't all be PJs. We can't all be doctors. We can't all be lawyers. We can't all be whatever. You know, we're all human beings. I think that's important. So be the best human being that you can be, and you'll do all right. So there was another part to the question about. I think ethically, I've answered the question. You know, it's you can do anything. I mean, you can do anything and be morally or ethically wrong, or you can do everything and be morally and ethically right. It's just all about who you are. So make the wisest decisions. And like I said, the difference between pararescue and combat control is fundamental to, you know, do you want to drop bombs or do you want to help people? So, you know, without dragging this out too long, I think that if you feel something calling you, if you feel, oh, you know, I need to do this, then go do it. That's what you do. Pick a direction and go. And, you know, try to retain your humanity and realize that they're awesome jobs, but, you know, you're doing these things to protect people. You know, you don't want to get into, you never want to do something in anger, because then, you know, you'll regret it. So make sure you always keep a calm, level mind, or as calm and level-minded as you can in the middle of, you know, bad things going down. And, you know, just realize you're just trying to keep yourself safe and keep others safe and do the right thing. So faith in your mission, faith in yourself, faith in the people you work with, and I think you'll be all right. So that's my tip for a Sunday morning. Hope you guys are having a good one. Stay out of trouble, keep training hard, and hooyah.